Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today I have with me Nick,
What's up, fellas?
and today we're going over the original Mark Millar Nemesis.
Let's go.
Yep, this one very controversial. Now, if you look at the bottom, you'll see the Review Comics thing. Yeah, well, I do have the original one. I just couldn't find any any digital version of it to go over
Yeah,
yet. So,
still looks
but
cool though.
oh, it is. But this was coming not long after Kick-Ass, hence the makes Kick-Ass look like shit. But this was before Man of Steel shook up Mark Millar and he started to backpedal on his shock value. In fact,
Gotcha.
this is
Okay.
peak Mark Millar
This was
shock value.
this was the beginning of it.
No. This isn't the beginning. This is him at his peak
Yeah. Okay.
of
Gotcha.
shock value for the sake of shock value. Now, the whole point about this is, well, originally it was, what if Batman was, he originally said, what if Batman was a C word? And then eventually it's, what if Batman was the Joker? This was before the Batman Who Laughs. But basically, yeah, villain is Batman, but let me just put it this way. There's a reason he does the Reloaded and redoes it all because he kind of writes himself into a corner with everything.
Gotcha.
But yeah, now we have Steve McNiven. That's his artist from Civil War and Old Man Logan.
Wow.
So yeah, it starts off in Tokyo. I think your men are coming. I think your men are coming to save you, Inspector. Word is some little shit tipped them off. Do you really think they'll get here in time? Because your department hasn't had much luck lately. The poisoning of the Ogochi Reservoir, the gas attack on the Tokyo Dome, the elaborate theft of the Kusanagi. For a man with such an impressive reputation, that's quite a list of failures. Well. I promise you die at 10:35, and it looks like they made it just in time. Sadly, of course, they're almost 2 miles away. Stupid little pricks. You think they checked their sources.
Wow.
You bastard! Oh, please. There's no need for any name calling. The truth is, I'm quite impressed. You did much better than my last three police chiefs. At least have the decency to end my shame. All in good time, sir. I said 10:35 on that card I sent, and the train doesn't come for another 20 seconds. Trade. What trade? Oh my God! Back again. Whoa, please, gentlemen. What? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You son of a bitch! You evil little cock! I fucking damn! And then hilarious. I love it when their last word gets interrupted. Oh, this isn't finished yet, my friend. There's still one final detail. That hotel we hit had a train line behind it. Don't you remember? The death toll can't be counted for another 8 seconds. Round of applause, please. You're a genius, Master. Everything worked out to the letter, as always. So where now, sir? Who next shall have the honor of the world's only super criminal? America, I think. There's a policeman in Washington whom I've long admired as a worthy opponent. Holy fucking shit! Take it easy, people. Everything's fine. As soon as you're ready, we'll head outside where I got a team of stress counselors on standby. And what the hell? How'd you even get in here, Chief? Well, crackheads tend not to count their hostages, son. I just wandered in the back door wearing a baseball cap. You are something else, boss. I had your job. I wouldn't come near this shit. Language, please, Sergeant Lee. We're supposed to be an example here. Now, could someone call Howard Anderson and let him know I'll be late for back cart this evening? Chief Marrow, my name is Agent Jared. This is Agent Starr. You mind if we have a word? Only if you don't mind me taking up my doing my up my tie while we're talking, Agent Jared. Mr. Anderson and I are playing with a couple of prominent mathematicians tonight, and I'm already 14 minutes behind schedule. We think your life might be in danger, sir. This is Washington D.C., boys. My life's been in danger since my graduation photo. Yeah, well, this might be a little more high end than you are used to. Are you familiar with the Nemesis situation? The cop killer in Japan? Not just Japan. He's murdered cops in Singapore, China, Hong Kong, and North Korea. But the Japanese attack took things to a whole new level. That's why we got word when this arrived. Blake Morrow, March 12th at midnight. Flatline still counts. Is this a joke? Interpol confirmed the typeface and paper stock. It's absolutely genuine. He targets a policeman, moves into town, selects a team from the local hoods, and I know what he does. I've read the reports. Why would he focus on me? Are you kidding? You're Oprah's favorite cop, sir. The way you organize Washington, D.C. has been copied by every police force in the country. Crime is down 60% since you took over. And word is you're getting Homeland Security since Secretary Webb got caught with that cleaning lady thing. And add the fact that you're a family man and a practicing Catholic, and
A
you're everything
scandal.
I know, everything he loves to humiliate. He equates decency with pomposity, Chief. He strikes at people he regards as vain. I see. Sergeant Lee, I want a meeting of my inner circle in 30 minutes. Order 14 Americanos and one green tea for Casey Mitchell. She's given up caffeine for Lent. And Donna, would you call my regular florist and order a large bunch of Casanova lilies to cheer my wife up, please? Why? What's wrong with her? I'm placing her in protective custody. So basically, you can definitely tell this guy's meant to be the Gordon.
Yeah. Before in the beginning, it's like a parallel. I see like a Batman Moon Knight, like to the opening of the comics. So I'm getting that Batman Moon Knight, feel
Yeah.
good. I just said the Gotham City, the train running through it, so I'm really digging the aesthetics
Yep.
and the
And
artwork of
then,
it.
yeah. Meanwhile, in Air Force One, what the fuck? Jesus, and there's somebody on the roof. I can hear him running around. Buzz the pilot and get him to tilt the plane. Now, do it now. Don't even think about it, fuckhead. Mr. President, shit. Ground Force to Air Force One. Do you copy? Do you copy? Relax, boys. I know exactly what I'm doing here. Well, for the most part. That's right, you little peasant. Run! Run! And down, sir. We're going to impact. Oh, God, no.
Crazy artwork, man.
Pardon for interrupting your home makeover shows, your infomercials, your reality bullshit, and Nurse Jackie. But this message is intended for your chief of police, and I want to make sure it reaches him. Did you get my card, oh genius cop? The date and time of your demise? Washington shall suffer just like Tokyo before it. But my new campaign has a personal touch. Call it revenge for a stolen childhood. Chief, I think you better see this. A black sheep of the Anderson family has returned to burn these idiots who believe that you protect them. He couldn't even save your president, you assholes, the most guarded man in existence. What chance do the rest of you have? Call Kirby. We need to get a plan together. It's time you hailed your new fucking chief. So what'd you think
Wow,
of that for the start?
that, that was pretty awesome.
It's
Action packed.
awesome. Yeah, but as you see through, eventually it goes into villain suit territory to the utmost absurdity.
Well, you got to. If you're gonna do it, Rob, might as well do it
No,
right.
I know. Now, at childhood home of Matthew Anderson, 20 years ago. I'm sorry to interrupt the party, Mrs. Anderson. I'm afraid we need to speak with your husband. I hope there's nothing wrong, Officer Morrow. Just something he said when I interviewed him about those missing girls. One tiny inconsistency. Hung himself? Get the boy out of here! Now! My parents have been running a hunting club for 15 years involving teenage runaways and rich friends. The scandal ripped our lives apart. I lost everything and was adopted by my father's saintly brother when he took control of our $1 billion electronics empire. Bored shitless with his endless choir practice and in impeccable manners, I ran away and traveled the world, learning at the feet of its magnificent bastards. By 12, I was a gang lord. At 15, I was Asia's largest drug exporter. At 23, I headed a Zoroastrian death cult and was finally ready to honor my mother's dying wish. I want you to destroy that clever policeman, my darling. Blake Morrow's the one who stopped the champagne. The Nemesis was bored. All those other cops just practice. Welcome to your new career, gentlemen. Any questions before we start? Yeah. How come we had to get blindfolded? Because this is my home, gas pipe. You might be my new and trusted henchman. I'm afraid you're all still notorious local criminals. As long as we still get 10 million apiece, I hope that wasn't bullshit. That's for real, gentle Joe. You each have your area of expertise, from technology crime to burglary. I firmly believe you get what you pay. What about the president? That looked great on TV. Where you got him holed up? Oh, I'm saving the president for our grand finale, Jackie. Now, why don't you all sit down and enjoy a couple of lines? I'm thinking up riddles for a brilliant chief of police. Question: what gets wet when drying? Answer: an explosion at the Redskins football stadium. Question: the more you take, the more you leave behind. What are they? The theft of the Hope Diamond. And question: what fastens two people but touches only one? Answer: the battered bodies of two spinsters. You think I'm funding this lunatic? We've been friends for 20 years, Blake. We have communion at the same church. Do you honestly think I do anything to support this war he's waging against you? I have to ask, Howard. He's still your flesh and blood, your brother's only son. The Anderson family has spent $1 billion trying to make up for my late brother's atrocities. Nothing would please me more than to bring that boy to justice. You think he's clean? And as a whistle, and General, the Anderson family seems as horrified as the rest of us. Well, so where do you think he's hiding? Son of a bitch can't stay and couch him all the time. We have to assume he's adopted another alias, sir. Who or what, we have no idea. And Jerry, call the White House and get authorization for a citywide wiretap. You can also tell supplies we need 50,000 tracking devices. No problem, boss. You want fries with that? Excuse me? I'm still head of Homeland Security, asshole. You haven't got my job just yet. Oh, grow the hell up, Webb. We're in the middle of a national emergency here. You should be focusing your attention on these clues he's been sending. What's black and white and red all over, and how does it relate to a gas attack? I still say it's a newspaper office. Nah, all his clothes are a little more obscure. They're always that weird extra twist. What do you think, Chief? It's the Pentagon. What? Our biggest selling newspaper is the Washington Post. The Post was founded in 1877, and in numerological terms, 1 plus 8 and plus 7 plus 7 all adds up to the number 5. A pentagon has 5 sides. And don't you understand? The gas attack is happening here. What? Are you out of your fucking mind? What the hell? Shit! Wait, what's going on? How come we're still breathing? I don't know. I have no idea, but we need to get these people out. You're wasting your time, Chief. I pumped a nerve gas through the entire building. All 20,000 people are dead. It's the Pentagon, genius. Bulletproof glass everywhere. The reason you're still breathing is because we gave you the antidote in your morning coffee. Neither of you died till the March the 12th, remember? What have you done here? What do you think I've done? This place is a treasure trove, a 5-pointed home to all the world's secret. Oh my God, he's put them on the internet. Oops, I'm going to burn you for this, Anderson, says the man who lost a president and all of his country's nuclear codes. I thought you were supposed to be smart. Can I ask you a question, Sergeant Lee? Do you think splitting up my family and putting them in different safe houses was insensitive? It's just that separation minimizes their kidnapper risk, and I didn't want Nemesis to use them as ammunition. Makes sense. Not to Peggy. She said I just steamroll over her opinions and never listen what she wants. Do you think I can be a little offhand with her sometimes? I worry I can be arrogant on occasions. I'm not sure that's any of my business, Chief. Fair enough. Breaking and entering in progress at Caleb Anderson Memorial Hospital. Calling all units. He's taken the bait. Let's go. Target heading east along Beltway. As far as we can tell, he's still got the goods. Roger that, Air 5. Ground support. Are you in position? He's going nowhere, Chief. What kind of asshole steals a donor organ from a dying child? Don't even get me started, Charlie. Now stand well back and get ready for anything. Jesus Christ, you've got to be kidding me. On the count of 3, boys. Not a fucking chance. What the hell? Up your game, assholes. Son of a bitch, we got him now, sir. He's heading east for the marina, and nothing up front but the Potomac. We got him now. Cocky little fucks, huh? Gas pipe, this is Nemesis. Call my dealer and order more cars. Yes, sir. Poor little darling. She's never going to make it now. You remember to feed the president gas pipe? Yes, sir. Good, because I need him alive for March the 12th. And this death trap I've been organizing. Did you find out where Morrow's kids are, incidentally? Not a thing, sir. Even Johnny couldn't find them. Don't worry, we'll smoke them out. That's the whole point of what's coming up next. What the hell? End of the line, jackass. We still think we need to up our game? Ugh! You sneaky old prick. There was never a little kid on that transplant list, was there? No, just a story you couldn't pass up. That's a pig's heart you've been carrying around and a tracking device inside. Pretty fucking cool, huh? Nobody beats the chief. You're gonna die, asshole. You're gonna get the chair like your evil bitch mom. You retards. You brain dead little shits. You think I didn't plan all this? So what'd you think of that? Dude? Nick? Hello? Hello? Dude?
Ah,
Dude?
I'm here. My bad, Rob. I was muted.
Yeah, did you hear? I
Yeah.
asked you, what did you think of all of that? You did pay attention, right?
Yes, I did.
What did you think about all that? I mean, this moves by at a breakneck pace.
It's pretty quick, but you just got to keep up with it. The twist, it's taking a twist more toward the villain side, and you can see how things
Yeah,
are coming
this
about.
this is the infamous issue. This is the one that really will tick and will probably tick you off and ticks a lot of people off. But that's towards as we go through. How long till he gets here? 10 more minutes. You nervous? You serious? How come nobody took his mask off? Because it's booby trap. Tech guy says wired to his head with tiny explosives. Guess we need to keep you alive till we find out where the president is, huh? But after that, all bets are off, fuckwad. So yeah, everyone is all like, the Japanese Prime Minister was the first to offer his congratulations on Nemesis' arrest, with tributes pouring in from China, Singapore, and North Korea. All and victims of previous terror campaigns, all delighted at the triumph of Police Chief Blake Morrow. The super criminal's only living relative, philanthropist Howard Anderson, was abroad on business, but issued the following video message: "Huge congratulations to my friend and Blake. We all okay, dude. You can put mute back on because I'm hearing noise in the background. Sorry. We all adore him in Washington, D.C., and Homeland Security has a brilliant man on the way. The chief's family looked proud and relieved as they were released from police custody. His wife, Peggy, paid tribute to her husband's famous determination. No, I'm not surprised he beat the cop killer. My husband never fails at anything. Now, if you excuse me, I'd like to get my kids back home. It's all his own. It's his own, all his own fault. You brilliant chief of police. None of this would have happened if he hadn't put an end to my father's eccentricities. Now Washington's going to burn, and the president's going to die. You really think these chains will stop me? You really think you'll be fingering your wives tonight, boys? Shut up! Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to confirm the arrest of Matthew Anderson, aka Nemesis, and feel confident we're just hours away from recovering the president too. It's true his henchmen are still on the loose, but our sources are certain they pose no public danger. We're talking a demolition man, a technology expert, an identity thief, and so on. Uh, Lights, please, Johnny. What the fuck? These men are nothing more than jobbing career criminals, lost without their leader. Lights again, please, Johnny. Shit and fuck. Nice work, Gentle Joe. Now grab those keys and get me out of here. 100 guards moving in your direction, boss. You want the prisoner's release? Not yet. I want to show these bitches what I could do first. Are you kidding me? How are we supposed to fight 100 riot cops? I'm only counting 97, and I'm fine on my own, thank you. Fuck, dude. Okay, now you can release the prisoners. The getaway cars all have keys in their ignition. Which ones are the getaway cars? Anyone you like? Oh, man. I warned them not to arrest me. I told them this would happen. But would they listen? What's going on, Sergeant? The TV people said there's been an explosion at North Branch. It's Nemesis. He's escaped, and he's freed all the prisoners. What? 2,000 inmates on the loose. We need to put the city in a lockdown right fucking now. Call Peggy.
Of
I
course,
want
it
my
was
family
free
back in
2,000
protective
people.
custody. We already called, Chief. Your kids have disappeared. Oh, Jesus. This is why he got himself arrested, was it? So he could smoke out the kids. Play the message again, please, Sergeant Lee. Hello, handsome. Wondering why your children didn't show up for dinner? That's because my boys picked them up from school this afternoon. Do as I say, and they'll be given back unharmed. Disobey, and they'll come back in bottles. I want to hear your 3 big family secrets when I call back tonight. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure your wife does. That's the end. In the end, guys, switch it off. Well, could you give me a moment, please, gentlemen? Good evening, Chief Morrow. Keeping well. I don't want to make small talk, Nemesis. Just give me some assurance my kids are okay. You'll get that assurance when you see them in person. Now, those three big secrets, if you don't mind, starting with Peggy's indiscretions. You did tell him everything, didn't you, Peggy? Because I've got all the facts right in front of me. Give us our kids back, you bastard! Peggy, please. The first secret is that Peggy and my old partner, Milt Daniels, had an 18-month affair shortly after we were married. She considered leaving me, but Milt broke the whole thing off when he got engaged to his now wife, Iris. And why do you think she started this relationship? I was an inattentive husband and poor performer sexually. Well, I must say I admire your frankness, sir. Secret number two, please. My son is a homosexual. Why do you think he kept this from you? Did he think you'd be disgusted? He thought I'd hate him, but I could never hate him. I love my son more than anything in the world. So why did he only tell his mother? I'm starting to think you place your work over loved ones, Chief. Can you tell and see how this relates to secret number three? Did you hear what I just said, Super Cop? I heard you. The third family secret is that my daughter got pregnant and had an abortion without telling me. Now, why would she do a thing like that? Because she wanted to go to college and
Wow.
she knows I'd disapprove.
Home run. All.
Oh, that's right. You're Catholic, aren't you? But aren't you a little glad from a career point of view? Teenage mom would have killed all those homeland security aspirations. Better to terminate a little baby than your career prospects, Shirley. Shut up! Sorry, Chief. I'm just trying to rattle you before the set piece with the president. You kept your eye on the end of the bargain. It's only fair I keep mine. Your children are in a truck outside, completely unarmed as promised. Well, relatively. Police chief's daughter pregnant by her gay brother. Is it
Oh
true?
my
Well,
God.
without question. On the plus side, her fertilized eggs and he fertilized her eggs under anesthetic, but he's also added something none of us has ever seen before. He's rigged your daughter's womb to completely collapse if we attempt a termination. She'll never have children if we do an abortion, but it's your call. Oh, fuck you, Blake! Peggy, no, fuck you and your stupid job and what you've done to our little family. This is all your fault, you selfish prick. I hate you. I hate you. It's right there. Was this necessary for Millar to go this far? I'm sorry, that is beyond stupid.
And these are for kids?
No, no, this is not. This was made for adults. But the fact that he
Okay.
went this far.
All right. Can I ask one question before we continue, real quick?
Yeah.
The conversation you
What? You got cut off.
delivered the baby.
You got cut off. You got cut off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. When he said we rigged.
Right, you're getting garbly again. You're getting garbly again, dude.
Uh, who was he telling that to
No, no,
about?
no, 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 no. The doctors who have been looking into checking in on the daughter is telling
Okay.
Morrow that. So these are
All right. So
professionals.
that's the daughter. That's the daughter. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they're talking about the daughter. So yeah, the daughter got pregnant by her own brother. He forced them to have sex.
Amazing. Wow.
Sir, bring Kirby in. I want to know what he's got for us. Okay, you can mute again because I'm yeah. You know, I was only involved in the robberies, right? He used his favorites for all the big missions every fucking time. Nobody's judging you, Kirby. You're the best undercover guy I've ever known, and you did what you had to do. Now tell me, what are their names and addresses? It's all in the files, boss. Everything you need to take them down. Nemesis included. Nemesis included. Still can't believe who he's been posing as all this time. I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. Actually, he'd been my main suspect from the beginning. Sergeant and Sergeant, now, if you pardon the salty language, let's nail this bitch. Last issue. How the hell does he fake being his own uncle? Howard Ashman must be 80 or 90. To make Brad Pitt look like an old man, Sergeant, anything's possible if you have the right budget. Yeah, and well, another human being makes a hell of a hiding place, Chief. How long you think Nemesis been impersonating him? Months? Years? Impossible to say. All I know is that I played and backcard with Howard every Tuesday evening. I could have been sitting right across from this creature. So look who's having the blast laugh now, boss. All of a sudden, that creepy little calling card doesn't look so scary. He's the world's most dangerous man, Stuart. We can't take anything for granted. What are we looking at? One warm body in the master bedroom, and he seems to be asleep. Nobody else in the building, Cap. All his staff are home by 9. This means and the real uncle was murdered. Guess so. Smart son of a bitch, huh? Not so smart that we didn't get a mole on his team. Are the sewers blocked? And Karen, all exits have been closed, Chief. The only thing they're waiting for is for you to give the go-ahead. Kirby did good. Best undercover in the business, Sergeant. He hasn't let me down in 20 years. Ready when you are, Blue Team. Roger that, gun control. Upstairs now! Don't waste any time! Go, 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 go! Holy shit! What the hell's going on, Blue Team? What's the delay? Everyone out! It's a trap! Back! Oh, Blake, you really are quite gullible for such an educated man. Posing as my uncle this whole time, lying in bed just waiting for you to kill me. I've known about your mole from the beginning, dear fellow. All those facts he passed along came from me. How? How could you possibly have known? Because the master had a mole of his own, Chief. Stewart? Oh my God, why? Why would you do this? $10 million is a lot of money, sir. The master had me watching you for 8 full years. That's how far ahead he works on those adventures. He's got every cop he wants to kill booked ahead for years. What are you talking about? I thought it was me you wanted. Isn't this revenge for the deaths of your parents? What parents? How vain must you be? Did you really think a man would devote his entire life just to be getting even with you? Are you really that much of an egomaniac? What are you talking about? I'm not Matthew Anderson, and I never have been. The real Matthew died in an Indian whorehouse after squandering his inheritance. This whole thing's been a ruse. What? Hubris is the downfall of every great man, Sergeant Lee. And Lee, it's how I've beaten all my opponents around the world, and Blake Morrow here is no exception. The Revenge Field Sun was fun to play, but I'm planning something different for Rome next year. My target there is more social and provincial. I'm going to bait that policeman through his wayward brother. Meanwhile, I'll be sunning myself in Costa Rica with my $10 million. You know, his henchmen retire after every job. Well, that's one way of putting it. So this is what you do, huh? Travel the world, bringing misery to people, searching for hope so you could grind it in the dirt. Is this what you do? What you bring to the world? Pain and suffering. I think, and that's a pretty accurate assessment. Who are you? I'm rich and I'm bored. What else do you need to know? Blake, I believe you've met the president before. Your wife, I obviously know very well. Where are we? Do you really need to ask? How many other houses have an oval shaped office? Just don't expect any last minute rescues from the president's security details. I've gassed the entire staff and anyone near the grounds. It's just us now, Chief. You, me, Peggy, and the president. The 4 of us, just killing time till your midnight deadline. He said and we have to murder each other. That's why he strapped the bombs to our chests. Actually, I said the only way to get out of this whole of this was blowing up the other person. Unfortunately, they've both been very polite and refused to indulge me, Blake. But that's where you come into the picture. What are you talking about? You need to choose between your beloved wife and the man you protect as Washington's chief of police. The little lady or the commander in chief? Who do you detonate? You have 30 seconds. What? Oh, come on. It's hardly the first time you had to choose between family and career. Blake, please. 20 seconds. What if I refuse? Then they both die. At least this way you're saving one of them. 10 seconds. God damn it. 5. Blake. 4. Oh, fuck you! Excuse me? I've had enough of this shit! You kidnap me, murder my friends, terrorize this entire city, and you think I'm just gonna stand here? I ate punks like you for breakfast back in Vietnam. I'm not entirely sure where this is going, sir. Have you some kind of kung fu action skills I didn't know about? Hit the button, Chief. It's been a pleasure. What? Holy shit! I'm covered in old person! Ah! You lucky old bastard. If I hadn't been messed up by that bomb, I'd have... Ah! This is for all the people you've hurt, for everything you did to my family. Take them down. I want a clean sweep. Oh, God, this is priceless. Priceless. I'm too rich to fail. Don't you understand? People like me never lose. The card said midnight, and midnight it'll be, you old asshole. I've killed better men than you know? Go for it. Holy shit, they just took each other out. Be careful, boys. This piece of shit could still be bluffing down there. If he is, he's fucking good. Got a hostage still alive in the Oval Office, sir. I think it's the chief's wife. We get a medic in here. Medic required outside too, Captain. I could be wrong, but I think the chief's still breathing. So they're going through all this. They're trying to save him. They're they're like charging up. Clear. Okay, clear. Okay, and sure enough, he survived.
Wow.
My dear Chief Morrow, first of all, may I congratulate you on your success against a most formidable opponent. You succeeded where many significant others failed, and deserve all the accolades paid to you in the media. I was also impressed to see that you step aside and allow a rival to take your place as the head of Homeland Security. This had been an ambition of yours, and it showed tremendous character to put your family before your career aspirations. I'm a family man myself, and as religious as you are, which is why I was also pleased to see your daughter carry those triplets full term and the subsequent adoption by you and your charming wife. This vacation is surely much needed, and I am heartened to see you all spending time together. I would also like to assure you that you and your family will be quite safe from any and all of my future customers. You beat Nemesis most definitively, and it would be immoral for you to be targeted again when next year's supervillains are unveiled to the world. I run a business, you see, where the rich and bored can savor adventure for a few short weeks of every year. We focus mainly in the Pacific Rim, but our services are expanding to the West, with relish, and my client list has been growing healthy, even in the current financial crisis. Perhaps it's the zeitgeist with modern Hollywood, but they all want to be supervillains at the moment, and my artists and engineers are working night and day to make their dreams come true. Naturally, you'll see more of us soon, but in the meantime, I would ask that you and those you feel closest to stay away from the Los Angeles area. What is it, Blake? What's wrong? I'm not sure. I need a moment to process all this. Your 1907 Heidesike, sir. Compliments of the gentleman who left that letter. It's the most expensive wine in the world, you know, but I assume you still like to taste it first. What? What? Is he here? Is he staying at the resort? Actually, that's the peculiar thing, Mr. Morrow. The card and the wine have been here since I started this, and I started with very specific instructions. He delivered these 10 years ago. Okay, that is bullshit.
Wow.
This guy predicted everything 10 years ago. I'm sorry. Do you see why Millar needed to revise and reboot everything? Garble, garble, garble.
This is a veer from like his normal continuity stuff. I love Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh yeah, yeah. But you can see though why this was controversial, right?
Yeah. Do this. It was a good
Oh,
comic.
dude. Try leaving and coming back because your phone keeps getting garbled. Give us a moment, everyone. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes. Can you
Okay,
hear me
there we
now?
go. Yep, I can hear you now. So continue
Sorry
what you were
about that,
saying.
Rob. It was like there was no reason for all this shock value with the
Yeah,
step
exactly.
son and
It
you know
started
the
out
story
fine. First two issues, good. First 2.5 issues were good. Once we got to what he did to the kids, that's when it just wham. And then finding out, oh, it was
Oh
all a
no! The
lie.
first two issues I was enjoyed. He was a villain for sport. He kidnapped the president. He took out the police chief. He was mowing through hundreds of people. You know, like he was Batman.
I know.
And the
Even the
artwork
first
was
half of the third issue, even the first half of the third issue was fine. It was from
so
the kids onward where it went off the rails.
from the part where when he was on the phone and talked about the kids until the end of the comic. I was just in it now. Now I just want to see where this is going for the hell of it. It
Yeah, but
lost me, but
then finding out, oh, it was all a lie.
yeah. So now it was all for sport, and he's just doing this for Goose.
yeah, for goofs, and then it turns out it was someone else above him who's doing all this, and the guy's just rich and
It was like a
bored.
purge for a couple weeks a month. They get to go on this
Yeah,
uh
exactly. It's like the
treasure
purge.
trap, treasure hunt,
Yeah, all because though they all want to be villains.
and they're rich and powerful.
They're bored. Oh, uh-oh. Whoopsie. Lost ya.
Sorry, Rob, I hit the wrong button.
Yep, like you said, it was like the purge, like you said.
Yeah, it was like the purge, but and now I understand why he did the reboot.
Yeah,
I
the reboot basically kept its kind. In a way, Nemesis Reloaded was kind of like the movie version of Kick-Ass, where it took what was made fun of and then made it a actual reality. In other words, he cut going too far and made it be no, it's what it is on face value. Because in Kick-Ass, in the comic, um, Big Daddy and Hit Girl's origins all made up, all bullshit.
Wow, yeah, I really liked the comics though. They was fun. The
Oh
Kick
no,
Ass
I know,
comics.
but I'm saying no, but in the movie they had to be nope,
Yeah,
it was straight. His the
yeah, no,
origin
they
was
was
real.
all at
Whereas in the
no, they
comic
was
it was
all
all
at odds.
bullshit.
Uh, this was a cool comic. I really loved the artwork.
Oh yeah, the artwork
Uh,
was great, but and I do like I like Morrow. I thought Morrow
I like Mark. Mark's cool.
Morrow
Uh,
no Morrow.
Mark. The last issue, I don't know how I feel about it, Rob. I just think he must have been on a trip. That's the only thing I can come up with.
He must have been, but it's clear this is where he was going, but it just felt like uh subverting
Yeah,
for
he
the sake
tried
of subversion. It was subverting for the sake of subversion.
the dream within a dream within a dream is a
Yeah,
little too played out with that many plot twists and with
exactly.
too close of taboo subjects. You
Yeah,
know what
and
I'm saying?
yeah, oh yeah, and
Uh,
the fact
uh,
that whoever was behind Nemesis planned this out 10 years ago, it's like, really? He knew exactly how this was all going to play out. I mean, or at the very least, you could say he had letters for every possibility, but still, that he knew exactly how it was going to go.
no, I can't. No,
No,
something was
I
really
hate
off.
that. Not no one is that perfect where it's 10 years. I was this 2 years I could buy, 5 years I could
I
buy.
can't. I don't know next week's schedule, let alone
No,
10 years
no.
down
I
to the
gotta say,
T, the phone calls,
yeah,
what
but
they're gonna wear, the footsteps. No,
no,
come
I
on,
get,
man.
but to this perfected detail, 10 years
Yeah,
is beyond the
to the
breaking point.
T on 10 years. No,
Again,
no,
if you now
old school.
if there's dozens of possible letters out there, maybe, but they don't seem to imply that.
There's none that we can possibly pull up that'll indicate that that was
Yeah,
the case.
yeah, but like I said, in
No
the real,
evidence.
but like I said, I didn't mind everything for those first 2.5 issues because it did feel like what it was going out for a reversal of Batman, a villainous Batman.
Yeah, he was the opposite side of the coin of what Batman would be
Yeah,
if he was
yeah,
a homicidal maniac. Well, that's
exactly.
where we get Moon Knight. You know that's why I enjoy Moon Knight, Rob,
Well, Moon Knight
because
was
it's a
never that
psychotic
Batman. Moon
person.
Knight was
Well,
never
no,
that.
it's a similar. It's not similar.
He's more like
It's
Midnighter. More like Midnighter, I think.
Midnight. Yeah, there we go. Midnighter. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, yeah, not Moon
Midnighter.
Knight. Moon Knight definitely was.
Midnighter.
Yeah,
Midnighter is my Batman analog. If
but
he
he's
was
still the
crazy.
but he's still the anti. He's still an anti-hero though. This is where if Midnighter was a pure villain.
Yeah, I really love to start the first 15 minutes, 10 minutes. I was like, oh shit, this is some badass shit right here.
Again, once
And
you got to what happened to the kids, I mean, even up to the abduction of the kids made sense. Could let himself get arrested so the kids can come out of hiding makes perfect sense. That's such a Batman type of plan.
you when the Joker got arrested, so he can get the when he can get to the commissioner. So it
Exactly.
was he had the right plan, but I really don't care for when you put those kind of plot points of
The kid.
incest and things like that, and kids and rape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
not down with all
even in stuff about the three family secrets. that pushed it, but even that wasn't too bad because you're just like it's trying to show Morrow wasn't
Blackmail.
perfect. It was trying to show that Morrow wasn't perfect, that he had his flaws that he didn't even realize. That was fine. It was again forcing the kids to have sex and then rigging the womb. That's where you're like,
Well,
what?
well, the dark. What was it? The Dark Knight Rises, where they put them on the two boats and they gave them both the detonators and
Oh, it was
told one
just
another
dark.
to
No, it
blow
was just the Dark Knight. It was just the Dark Knight. But yeah,
the Dark Knight.
that was still okay. I was this. I love the president's sacrifice. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was
He was
crazy.
just like
He went out like a champ, like a boss. He
he went
went
out like a
out.
boss, and it was the only. It was basically the one thing that Nemesis could never predict.
Oh, you got everything under control. It was nice knowing you.
No.
Pow. That
Now
was an
that's a
explosion
president.
in
Now
his hand.
that's a president willing to blow
That's the
himself
present.
up
Yeah,
to stop a guy, this bastard.
yeah. That's what you do. You sacrifice for God and country, sir.
Exactly. Wish other presidents were more like that.
Yeah, we sure could use one.
But
Well,
yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
but yeah, overall, this was like I said. It started out good, but then it went so off the rails that I don't like it by the end.
And
To
look,
me,
I don't mind. I don't mind you going off the rails here and
oh
there.
yeah, but not to this extent. With again, this is why I say this was Millar at his worst.
Go off the rails, but pay it off with something good,
Yeah,
and then
don't
take me
pull off
back
with
to
no
normal.
BS. Don't pull off with
Yeah, don't twist me around and take me in another direction to where I'm going to hate the direction you're taking me to. At
yeah.
least give
Again,
me
again,
something I'm enjoying.
again.
Oh wow,
Revealing that
this
it
is
was
not what I
all
expected, but I'm enjoying this flip, this plot
exactly,
twist.
exactly. But again, revealing that it was all BS, and then revealing that this other guy planned it out 10 years ago. It's like
And he's got a higher hand above him, like
that's what I meant.
John Wick. There's a council now he works for.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind that the partner was, he was in on it. And even look, I was this. If the letter was sent out during that time and it was planned out because it was what he was given, that would have made sense. The fact that the letter was written and sent out 10 years, which was 2 years before he hired on Sergeant Lee to be his mole and informant, makes zero sense.
So are we calculating 12 now?
No.
Okay,
The letter
two.
went out. The letter went out 10 years ago. Sergeant Lee, the black guy, was the
Mm-hmm.
mole and operative for 8 years, meaning
Okay,
the letter was written 2 years before Lee became the informant. So how the hell
gotcha.
did
So
this
10
guy
years,
know
yeah.
every bit of the information to put into that letter? Right
I
down
can
to
buy you
the
sharp, but I
triplets.
can't buy you that sharp.
I know, right down to saying the kids had, the daughter had triplets.
Wow. It's not even
That's
one
the other
now.
thing. The guy
Three.
says, I'm a father myself and religious at that. Like, then why do that?
Yeah, like look how many things he brought in. That's six taboo things that really don't. And listen, and I love everybody, Rob. I'm a Christian. I love
Yep.
everybody. I have no problem with nobody. I respect all communities. But to the other communities that you might offend is what I'm saying. Why would you do
Oh
that? That's
yeah.
all. Not that I take a problem with it. It's I don't appreciate people going and using that for just for
Yeah,
shock
again
value.
yeah, again, it's like now I did like how Morrow said like I would have loved my sons. Like basically two of those secrets were more the family misunderstanding him because he was such a workaholic. Again, I get the
A
point of
Reed
that.
Richards scenario. That's the Reed Richards dilemma.
Yeah.
Too
Putting so
busy
much
with work to pay attention to the family. You didn't pay attention to your wife. Hey, Sue kind of shacked up with Namor, if I'm not mistaken, at some point.
no. He never
No, but
she
that was
never
in the show. That was a long
no
time ago. They retconned
no.
it.
She never actually shacked up ever. Never.
But put the eyes. She
No,
she winked at him a couple times. No,
looked at maybe, but that's the most it did. But
I
even
know
then,
Namor's into her.
yes, but
Can you blame him?
she does love Reed, even when he
Yeah, she loves
infuriates
Reed.
her.
I
You
thought there
might,
was a what if
you might,
episode.
no. You're thinking of what ifs, which those gays in a lot of
Yeah,
ways throw characterization out the window. Those don't count.
yeah, just for fun.
Yeah, but anyway, so overall, this story was again started good, but ended dumb, and I'm glad Millar redid it, and it was nowhere near as offensive with Reloaded. like I said, ever since Man of Steel, Millar has not been this bad. He's pushed it, but he's not been this bad.
I don't mind, like I said, them pushing the bar. I
But
just
not,
not
but
appreciating just using these topics for shock value. Religious, LGBTQ rights, and children, and great. I am not down with all that stuff.
yeah,
There's a million things you can put in your comic book than all those things. You know, I got CNN for that, Rob.
right.
You know what
But
I'm
yeah,
saying?
okay, we're going in circles. We're going in circles. We're going in circles. But
Rob, I
yep.
appreciate it. I really like the artwork.
Oh yeah,
I love
McNiven's
the start of
artwork
it.
was great.
Artwork was awesome. Just didn't
Yep,
care too much for the topic of at the end. That's all.
yep. But yep. Thank you for joining, Nick, and we'll see you all guys on the next one. Take
Next
care.
time. Later.